Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Amy coming to you for another lunchtime inspiring moment. And today, I have a lesson for you. I am going to provide a personal development lesson today. So take out your notes. I have my computer out with my notes here. I was sitting today and this came across my mind. So I started jotting some things down. Before I knew it, I had a whole pages full of notes. So I am going to pour into you today and really do a personal development lesson. And the topic that I want to talk about today is, listen to this, you have to go down before you can grow up. You realize that? Just like when we plant fruits and vegetable and plants, we put a seed in the ground, right? And we put that seed in hopes that that thing is going to sprout up. Just like a tree, when a tree, it goes down, it has to go down. So we're really talking about building a solid foundation. So that's what I want to talk to you about today, that this intriguing topic to explore, that we have to go down before we can grow up. And this concept by itself suggests that sometimes in order to experience growth and success, we must first face those challenges, those obstacles, and those things that are going on. We have to face them and overcome them, right, before we can grow up. So whatever it is, you have to tackle it, you have to handle it, you have to face it, because that might be what's keeping you where you are. You're not going down in order to shoot back up. Are you with me? So this whole concept of going down before you can go up, it has been around for a while, and throughout history, there are various laws and principles that supported this theory. So today I want to dive in to a few of those laws and principles and go over them with you. So the ones that I chose that I'm going to talk about today, what is the law of resistance? So you can know exactly what that means. The law of contrast, the law of learning, the law of transformation, and then the law of harvest. Those are the 5 that I want to talk about today. Now, the first law that supports this theory is the law of resistance. Think about that. The law of resistance. And according to this law, resistance is an essential part of growth. Did you realize that? That resistance is an essential part of growth. And just like when you are working out, that muscle needs resistance to become stronger. That's why we use the weights when we're actually working out. Just like a muscle, it needs that resistance to become stronger. We need challenges and obstacles. All of that helps us to develop resilience and help us to become stronger. So we have to learn from these valuable lessons and ultimately grow from them as individuals. It's like I said, it's through going through difficult times and difficult situations that we truly discover our strength and our capabilities. Think about it. When you had to overcome something, think about that thing that was so hard. And you thought, I know, I've gone through things before. I'm like, Lord, I think this one is going to take me out. But you work through it. And when you come out on the other side, didn't you feel strong and resilient and like, well, I can handle anything? Because when you put your faith in God and you come out on the other side, you know that if he did it for you one time, he'll do it for you again. So that's what the law of resistance is all about, because it's important to mention here that adversity often acts as a catalyst for personal and professional growth. So that was the first one, the law of resistance. And today we're talking about how we have to grow down in order to grow up to what we really want to be and where we want to go. Now, another law that aligns with this theory is the law of contrast. The law of contrast. Now, this law, the law of contrast, suggests that We appreciate and we understand the good in our lives by experiencing the opposite. So this means that when we're going through tough times, we actually gain a deeper appreciation for the positive aspects of the journey. You know what I'm talking about? You go through hard times, and when you come through it, you realize that, well, I really didn't need all of that anyway. I am good right where I am. It's like the saying that says you can't fully appreciate the sunshine, until you've experienced the rain. You know what I'm talking about? So the contrast between the lows and the high helps us to develop that gratitude, the gratitude that we need. If you are not grateful for what you have right now, you're not going to be able to grow up and truly get to a whole nother bigger place. You have to be grateful and show gratitude for where you are. So that's the second one, the law of contrast. And what that is saying is, you have to experience and appreciate where you've been so you can really be willing and open to accept where you're going, right? Now, the third one is the law of learning. So I always said this one is so important because this law emphasizes that growth requires continuous learning, and growth requires acquiring new skills. This is where I talk about in my book all of the time that the mind needs three things to grow. First thing, it needs a goal. It needs a goal. It needs continuous development, continuous growth and development and learning. And the third thing that the mind needs to really prosper and grow is a supporter, an advocate, a coach, a mentor. Can you even imagine where you would be and how much further you would be along if you had a coach or, just a mentor? For me, growing up, unfortunately, I never had a coach or somebody to really take my hand and help me along the way. So for me, I know that a lot of things that I had to learn the hard way, right? I unfortunately just never had a coach. Even going through high school, I think about that sometimes, and I'm like, well, I never had even a teacher to take me by the hand and say, I want to coach or mentor you. So the law of learning is very important because when we face challenges, we are forced to step out of our comfort zone and acquire new knowledge and abilities to overcome them. I know this year I've gone through a lot because my business is growing. So I had to learn new technology and new software. So much every day I complain about it, like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. But you realize when you look back, you say, Lord, thank you, Jesus, for how far you brought me through. And that's what I want everybody to do. Look at where you are now and give thanks, I should say, for how far you've come. So the law of learning is so very important. And then the next one is the law of transformation. What this law is talking about is change. And this law suggests that true growth and transformation comes when we embrace change, right? Embrace change in your life and let go of the past and let go of old patterns and old way of thinking and limited mindset. You have to let go of your old way of thinking and the old way of doing things. We were shown this with COVID. All of us had to come up with new ways of doing things. Businesses had to learn how to function with their staff being at home. We had to learn. So that was a learning lesson. Let's not go backwards. Let's embrace change. So the law of transformation is so very important. It's telling us and reminding us to let go of the past. It's your time. I believe it's your time for personal and professional transformation. What do you think? It's your time to grow up, glow up, and get ready. I know, I just feel like God is preparing so many of us for what you truly deserve. So you have to go through that transformation. And trust me, I know change can be uncomfortable, and I know change can be difficult or perceived as difficult. But let me tell you, when you get to the other side, and you are enjoying what God truly has for you, you'll realize that I need to start that transformation now so I can get to the other side, right? And it's through these transformative experiences that we can reach new heights and achieve our full potential. Are you with me? And the next one and the last one that I'm going to talk about is the law of the harvest, law of harvest. And this law states that we reap what we sow. We reap what we sow. And this one, think about it. If you plant, farmers plant, we plant and we sow and we invest because we know the harvest is coming. If you don't do the work, you can't expect a harvest. So this law, the law of harvest, reminds us that we need to invest in ourselves. We need to plant. We need to plant now to get prepared for when we're going to enjoy the harvest later. And it reminds us that the effort, the perseverance, the resilience, the challenges, and all that we've been through, all that our forefathers have been through, our parents have been through, our grandparents have been through, it's time now for us to truly reap the benefits of the work that people have been doing. And you need to continue. I need to continue to do the work so we can get to the other side. You know, just like I said, just like that seed must be buried in the ground before it can sprout up and grow into a mighty tree, we have to do the same thing. Now, isn't that a powerful analogy? What do you think? Isn't that a powerful analogy? So I said, let's go. And this concludes my personal development lesson for today. And I hope you got something out of it as I talked about the exploration of the concept of we have to grow down before we can shoot up and grow up. All right, that's my message for you today. So what I want to leave you with is plant, sow, invest, and do the work now for the harvest that you want to enjoy later. So let's go, let's go, let's go. I am Dr. Amy Himes, and I am here to help you to reset your mindset, develop your skill set, and get on board. Get on board so you can live out all of the dreams that's inside of your heart. Thank you for those who are joining me live. John Mitchell, thank you for being here. Gloria Jenkins, thank you for joining me live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'll see you right back here the next time. Bye-bye.